everyone, how you doing? You alright? Yeah. Fantastic. Right, before I get started, I'll just get this out of the way so you can actually see me. Because I'd be rather disheartened if an inanimate object got all the recognition. Or even worse, some people might get a bit confused. You'll see your friends smile and ask, how was that comedy gig last night? Be like, yeah, it was fantastic. All the comedians were absolutely brilliant. In fact, I really enjoyed this one comedian, Ryan O'Donoghue. Oh, was he Irish? No, he's a skinny black guy with no arms. But yeah, that was a nice introduction to have, better than the one I had the other day at a gig, where the compere introduced me by saying, the next act on is the biggest no, Ryan O'Donoghue. But I've had it a lot in my life. I've had idiots come up to me and say, oh, you must be nosy with a nose like that. To which I said, no, but I'm a compulsive liar. But at least I'm a real boy. Strangely, like Pinocchio, I only exist because of my dad's wood. But yeah, we had a strange start to the year, didn't we, with that terrible weather, that snow. Did anyone enjoy that weather? No, I didn't enjoy it either. And I allegedly heard that Nick Griffin didn't enjoy it, which I thought was quite funny, considering that be his only chance of seeing all-white Britain. But yeah, on a positive side to the start of the year, I actually, for the first time in my life, stuck to a New Year's resolution. It was a bit touch and go at first, so I went downstairs New Year's Day, opened my fridge. The healthiest food I could find in my fridge was a pack of Philadelphia, which can't exactly be healthy. I mean, for a start, it says full fat on the cover. Secondly, why is it? It's kind of like cheesy butter, isn't it? It's essentially for lazy people that like cheese sandwiches. But it can't be good for you, which is why it's probably named after that American film about that gay guy with AIDS. Because from the exterior, he might promote healthiness, but if you ate him, you'd die. Do you have any smokers in? Not one smoker. That's fantastic. One smoker. Brilliant. Did you enjoy the smoking ban? Did you hate it when the smoking ban came in? No, it didn't annoy you. Not at all. It annoyed me at first, but I'm okay with it now. Because, you know, I've gave up. Well, I've cut down and almost stopped going to them places now. So I've got so much more money to smoke. But the thing that makes smoking quite hard to give up is the pictures. And that's not because I want to collect them all first. But it's because they don't make no sense. Has everyone seen that one with the throat thing, the nasty one? Yeah? It's horrible, but every time I look at it, I just think, who the hell would have a moustache like that? Seriously. And then the one with the teeth, the nasty teeth, we've all seen that as well. But to be honest with you, in Birmingham, that's a perfectly healthy smile. And then they tell you that smoking decreases fertility, which means I shouldn't smoke because I'm Catholic, because they're therefore telling me that smoking is a form of contraception. But yeah. So yeah, I'm from Birmingham, which is a great place to go if you're an enthusiast of things like concrete and violence. It's great. But to be fair, on the positive side, Birmingham has changed a lot. It's a multicultural place now. And like any multicultural place, you get new things, like racism. Do we have any racists in? No? Thank God for that. I stupidly asked that question at a gig I did in York. It didn't go down too well. But yeah, I don't condone to racism. I was actually a victim of racism recently. This guy shouted at me, "Oi, foreigner! Go back home!" Which isn't very nice, and pissed me off mainly because he was shouting it through my letterbox. And I've not had a very good day, to be honest with you. So I went to the front door, opened it, and went, "Oi! Grandad, stop saying those things, please." Because Grandad's one of them elderly, working class British people, hates everything, reads the Daily Mail, you know what I mean? I went to see him recently, and he was going on having his proper rant. Look what happened to Britain now. All these immigrants coming here, taking our jobs. What am I going to do? I thought, why are you worried, Grandad? You're retired. But then he said something that really concerned me. He said, Ryan, I'm scared to go out these days. I said, why, Grandad? He said, paedophiles are everywhere. I was like, whoa, Grandad, you're not exactly a prime target, more of a prime suspect, if anything. It's like last year. Most of you was probably concerned with swine flu, mixing with seasonal flu and making this hybrid flu that would take out the majority of the human race. Not my granddad. He was more concerned with immigrants breeding with paedophiles and making paedophilic immigrants. Can you imagine the headlines? They'll steal your jobs and bum your children, that's what they'll do. Christ. Told that joke at a gig I did recently, and another comedian told me that I should change the end bit and merge the two words together and make it pedogrant, which is quite funny. But if you spell it out, it actually spells pedo-grant, which isn't good, because we don't want grants for paedophiles, do we? It's hard enough to get a grant as a student, so I don't want them going to pedos. But yeah, we all students in here? No, not all students. That's okay. I'm a student. Do you find it hard with money? Yeah. Yes, it is very hard with money. I find it hard with money and the people in my house. That I share a house, we find it hard. So we thought we'd gamble to make some money. And we thought, because we're not good at card games, we gamble playing charades. Because everyone's done that. It's true. So we went, we played, we lost. So all I can tell you, if you play charades for money, make sure the opposing team aren't all deaf, because they're brilliant at it. But on the positive, we won all our money back the week later, because we played Scrabble for money. And luckily we was playing against the Welsh people, and they were fucked when the elves ran out. But yeah, I'll leave you with this one last thing of mine. Does anyone watch cooking programmes? Yeah, brilliant. I watch cooking programmes. I'm not very good at cooking though, to be honest with you. Usually only when the process ends with a bing or that be £10 please is when I'm happy with the cooking process. But I was watching this cooking programme and they said this technique that threw me off a bit. It's called the drizzle. Have we heard of this? You know, when they drizzle the olive oil onto the vegetables. Because a drizzle is basically pouring while shaking. And it just made me wonder, can you only ever drizzle if you've got Parkinson's? Ironically, that joke always gets a shaky response. I don't know why. Anyway, I've been Ron O'Donoghue. Thank you. Good night.